one of my sisters in Jamaica knew one of her old friends was very friendly and close with Stitchy.
Right,
yeah,
right.
So he's a very, very humble man. Even when he was in dancehall, I know he's now in gospel. He's even humbler in my opinion.
Right, and you know, stuck with it.
Yes.
Really, it wasn't just a fad.
But no.
And the same can be said for Papa San. So I'm really looking forward to that concert, March 27th. At Divanda Charles. I'm going to see if we can get some tickets for that, because that will be a great show, because I know it's going to be sold out, because everybody wants to go see Marion Hall.
Yes.
But you know what, good for her. More power to Marion Hall. All right, so it is now 7 p.m. on a Sunday evening. It's actually Sunday, February the 28th, and I think tonight is the Oscars, right?
Yes.
I think so. But you know, I think we should boycott the Oscars. Personally.
I'm in agreement with that. Pop, 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 pop.
I think we should boycott the Oscars. But you know what? A couple of weeks ago, I was actually watching. I'm wondering if it was a BET Film Award. No, it was the American something another film festival, African American Film Festival, and it was amazing. It was amazing to see the talent that's out there. But it's a shame that talent is not recognized in mainstream.
Right.
And I think the problem is we need to cut mainstream loose.
Of course.
And celebrate ourselves.
Of course.
Because you can't wait for someone to big you up.
Of course.
Right? When you know you're good. Because that recognition is not coming, especially from certain groups of people who just, it's in their DNA, I think.
Yeah.
That they want to oppress others. I don't know what it is.
I feel like it is.
This is an explosive Conduit show this week.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
It is. First of all, I am, from a personal perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy into the popularity crowd. I don't watch these shows.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go for them too much because they don't offer me much.
Right.
I want some more substance. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, there's something about, there's a deepness in this election that I think people are lacking. And just indulge me for a second.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I believe
talking
that,
to the mic.
Yes, I believe that the for lack of a better word, I'm going to say white people now believes that they're losing ground.
But they are.
We agree. I am not disagreeing with that. They're losing ground. But I want people to understand that our people, me and you, were the superior
nation, race,
long time ago. You understand?
Right.
The superior race. And we never oppressed these people. We never oppressed these white people. If you look back in history, we were never an oppressing people. We were dynamic, we are beautiful, we're talented, we're smart, and we excel in anything we do. And so because they're losing ground, they feel as though, because let's be clear, in all of the hate and violent crimes that has even happened, they have thank you very much. They are always committed against us. And when it is committed, when they're committed against us, it's always something to justify the goddamn behavior.
Yeah, because this is Sunday. All right, FDA, FCC, FAA.
So
that's okay. I know it's passion. Sheron is as passionate as I. But you know what it is? All of a sudden, black men, even though they might be 3'4", he was in fear of his life.
Yes.
From this hulking black man who was 4'5" or 3'4", whatever. I was in fear of my life. The man is walking away, he gets shot in his back. I was in fear of my life.
And by the way, we're always so forgiving after it happens.
Thank you. This is what someone said about after the church shooting in Charleston, South Carolina, that people were so quick to forgive. I know God will forgive me. Because I still need to work on my forgiveness. Because that man sat in that prayer session with those people for over an hour, knowing what he was going to do.
Of course.
But you know, there is a God, and you know, as it says, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. But it's very, very hard, I'm telling you. But your point is exactly right.
And majority of these folks who are
supremacists,
who are really promoting this supremacists are saying they are Christians,
which I don't which
I don't understand.
But people have said, and which is why you have some people who are anti-Christian, because they say that, you know what, Christianity is just a guise for slavery. Because people promoted slavery and endorsed it, saying Christianity says, slaves, you must serve your master. But it's like I say to anybody, when you read the Bible, it's all about interpretation.
Sure, of course, absolutely.
And we must ask for wisdom and understanding in knowing how to interpret.
Absolutely.
Yes? Because the famous one that I'm going to say is I always hear people saying, render your heart, not your garment, referring to what clothes you can wear to church. Got nothing to do with clothes.
No.
It's got nothing to do with, it's about purging yourself, to rid yourself of the evil and the impurity.
Yes.
But we know that none of us is perfect. Anyway, what a show today, Sheron.
Yes.
What a conversation.
It turned up.
It turned over.
Yes.
And you were the one that was saying, I'm shy. I don't want to come on air. Anyway, it's 7 o'clock and we're awaiting the arrival of Peter G, the co-host. He's been missing in action for a couple of weeks. So, when he comes into the studio this week, he's going to have to explain where he's been for the last almost a month.
I hear that.
I don't know what he's been up to, but I'm sure he'll be telling us what's going on.
I hear that.
And also we have our guest, Jay Banks. I don't want to say local artist. We have an up-and-coming singer who's going to be the in-studio, because I don't have a lot of guests coming in studio in the Bronx, but he's going to be coming to the studio in the Bronx, and he's going to be on air at 8 o'clock. So it's really a jam-packed show, and of course we got to play the music at the same time. So let's jump right back into the music.
Yes.
Because we've been talking, and I need to get a drink. I don't know about you. I need some water or something, or some juice. All right, so let's play this one.
I love this. Oh my God.
We'll be right back.
Yes, I will be right back. I gotta
what
get
I would give to you is a chance of a lifetime. I'd put my heart on the line just to make you feel one. Trust me, my love, no one could ever love you like I do. I'll never leave your side, I'll remain so true to you. I would be lonely without your company. Stay close to me, baby. Yeah, give me what I need. Oh, yeah. See, just think for a moment, where would I be without you? I could never be content. God made me just for you. Let's work on being happy and forget about the bad memories. A piece of paradise is better than none at all. I would be lonely without your company. Woman, yeah. Stay close to me, baby. Load up my chest, give me what I need. I would be lonely without your company. Stay close beside me, give me what I need. Baby, what we had, people been waiting a long time for. So let's be glad, consider yourself lucky. Don't throw us away, the price is too high to pay. Open up your heart, give love another day. I would be lonely Stay close to me, baby. Give me what I need. Give me what I need right now. I would be lonely without your company. Without your company right now. Stay close beside me, lady. Give me what I need.
Yes, that was Mr. George Nooks. Consider yourself lucky. And we're going to go straight into the next track. On the big bad Hypocrites rhythm. I'll be right back. Gonna get a cup of coffee.
Well, my love, it's been a while together once again tonight. Lying here in each other's arms. Although we know it isn't right. Cause we've done it so long. And we know that we're wrong. There's no breaking away. Ooh, cause we keep tempting fate, thinking it's never too late to go our separate ways. Well, the feeling is so hard to break. I wonder what she'll do if she only knew. There's more to what I'm telling. Between me and you, we more than friends. There's nothing left to talk about. I knew she'll be walking out if she finds out that you and I are more than friends. Can we be sure that she doesn't know? Well, it's starting stay on my mind. How much longer we keep taking chances? Believe it or not, she's not blind. You're committed to her, you're committed to him. There's no breaking away. Ooh, cause we keep tempting fate, thinking it's never too late to go our separate ways. Well, the feeling is so hard to break. I wonder what she'll do if she only knew. There's more to what I'm telling. Between me and you, we're more than friends. There's nothing left to talk about. I knew she'll be walking out finds out that you and I are more than friends. So let's slow down. Baby, don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, baby. Can we be sure that she doesn't know? Well, it's starting lay on my mind. How much longer we keep taking chances? Believe me or not, she's not blind. Cause we've done it so long, and we know that we're wrong. There's no breaking away. Ooh, cause we keep tempting fate, thinking it's never too late to go our separate ways. Though the feeling is so hard to break, I wonder what she'll do if she only knew. This is the remix. Rock Small and AKA Donna Son.
baby, only you can see deep within. You see my heart, you see mine, you see my things in the right. Deep in my heart, deep in my soul, so I love you, you're my girl. Yes, I do, whatever it takes, just to keep you in the world. No matter what you meant, no matter what you meant. No matter what you meant, no matter what you meant. No matter what you meant, no matter what you meant. Oh yeah.
No man can try to take my woman, yeah. But she has quality that's only for me, yeah. No matter what a man can do, yeah. No matter what a man can buy. No matter how hard he tries, she'll always stay by my side, yeah. We can make love all over the place, yeah. I'm speaking now, my woman is my woman, yeah. Man can try to even touch the sky, but he'll never reach. She's mine for eternity.
You see my things is going right. Deep in my heart, deep in my soul, so I love you, you're my girl. Yes, I do, whatever it takes, just to keep you in the world. No matter what you meant,
No matter what you want,
no matter what you meant,
no matter what you want,
no matter what you meant,
no matter what you want,
yeah. Oh, my baby.
she's my baby.
It's so much.
She means so much to me.
So I love you for eternity. Cause you bring out the best in me. You see my heart, you see my heart, and things is going right. Deep in my heart, deep in my soul, so I love you, you're my girl. Yes, I do, whatever it takes,
Thank you.
just to keep you in the world. No matter what you meant, yeah, no matter what you meant, no matter what you meant, no matter what you meant,
I'm serving the Lord.
you see my heart, you see mine, you see my things is going right. Deep in my heart, deep in my soul, so I love you, you're my girl. Yes, I do, whatever it takes, just to keep you in the world. No matter what you meant,
No matter what you want,
no matter what you meant, no matter what you meant,
if I miss it, I'm not yeah, I'm from Smog and Divine Songs. You know,
Want some grams?
She's feeling that one.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
Love
of
me,
course
Jamaica.
Gramps Morgan with a young man by the name of Divine Songs. Actually, Divine Songs featuring Gramps Morgan, and of course, let's give a shout out to Morgan Heritage
Yeah. All
on
the
their
time.
recent Grammy win.
Yes. Yes.
Grammy Reggae, yeah.
Enough respect, Jamaica.
Yeah, big up, and that's what he said in his acceptance
Yes,
speech. So,
yes.
you know, congratulations to Morgan
wonderful.
Heritage, the whole group, and I'm not sure what's going on with Una, if she's well or not well. She wasn't at the Grammys to receive that Grammy, and I think she's a bit under the weather. So, you know, we're sending out our love and our prayers to Una, the sister.
Clark.
No, not Una Clark, the
Who's
sister
that?
of the sister in the Morgan Heritage.
Of Morgan Heritage.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
I got
yes.
you.
Because I know she was going through some issues.
Okay,
So get well
wish her
soon
well.
and get back on the roads. We want to see you as part of Morgan Heritage. Once again, congratulations to the
Yes.
group on that big win there, winning the Grammy for Best Reggae Album for I think it was 2015, or is it 20? Yeah,
Yes.
for 2015.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yes, keep up the good work, guys.
Yes,
Keep up
yes.
the good work. More power.
And I want to say thank you to my guest this evening, my early guest, co-host, Sheron Whitter. who is sitting in for Peter. I'm telling you, Peter G,
well,
better hurry up and get here because he's about to lose his work.
Thank you, Sheron. It's my pleasure.
But you know, it's like what I've learned. It took me a while to learn it. That I shouldn't be so close-minded about things, and I should try something before I dismiss it out of hand. So I know you were kind of a bit concerned coming in to be live on air, but it's fun. More than anything, it's fun.
It is fun because I think when you have conversations that are part of who you are and stimulating, and it's
you forget.
Yes, you kind of forget that you're actually on air and you're, you know. And these are conversations that we have daily.
Absolutely.
With our kids, with our neighbors, with our friends, with our family, with everybody.
Absolutely. But you know what? Some people don't have these conversations.
Well, true that.
But hopefully, if they're watching the Conduit show, they'll say, you know what? Sheron P, that mad woman, she was talking about that movie, The Help, and I think I want to go see The Help. Because if nothing, as people say, we shouldn't dwell in the past. But you know what? If you don't know where you're coming from, you are not going to know where you're going to go. Because if you look at the past, you can then say, I'm not going back to those bad old days. You know, even though I am firmly of the belief that we as I don't want to say race, because there's only one race, and that's the human race. And whenever they ask me, what race are you? I always put human. Because I didn't know that black was a race. Is black a race?
It's not.
You know, when they ask you on these official forms, what race are you, African American or black? I always put other. And then I put human. Maybe that's why they're not calling me for interviews.
Maybe.
But I was going to say, I lost my train of thought, but I was thinking about the help, and we need to be reminded of what our ancestors struggled, suffered, and died for, so that we don't make the same mistakes. They were brave in what they did, in their resistance and their struggle, and we dishonor them if we are complacent and just sit by and let things happen to us.
That's right.
So,
that's right. And on that note, I'm going to say to you that I feel like when I am in the street anyway, and every day, in my day-to-day work, in my any opportunity that I receive, or if an opportunity presents itself, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, for me to do something to make a difference in somebody else's life, I will. It doesn't. I can't think about it. I just do it because I know that if it wasn't for someone else, I would not be in the position I'm in today. And so it is. It's just one of those things that where you feel like I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper.
Give me a high five.
And if you don't think of it that way, then you will
something's wrong with you.
Yes, and you will be complacent.
And also, when it comes for your time for someone else to step up to the plate for you, that person is not going to be there.
Exactly.
Because karma definitely is real.
Of course.
What goes around comes back around. And you know, I tell people all the time, a blessing is not a blessing until it's passed on. And I know that it's a blessing that's keeping me, and the grace of God that is keeping me. And if I can pass on what little I have, because I used to have a lot, but now I have a little, but I'm not complaining. Because guess what? Me still I live. Never been hungry a day in my life. Got clothes on my back, roof over my head, driving a car, getting ready to go away for vacation. You know,
there's a lot to be thankful for.
I'm telling you, you know, I'm alive.
We take it for granted.
I'm alive. And talking about that, let me just go into this track here from Beanie Man. It's not that kind of track though when you listen to it.
Okay.
It's a kind of sad track, and
music is music. Music is life.
So
when music is life. Feel no pain.
All right. She sings too, you know.
With music.
If you're wondering who is this in the studio, she's really feeling it, you know.
Yes, I am.
It's Sheron Whitter, a very, very good friend of mine, and she's also a part of the Math Club, which we're going to be talking about too, because the Math Club has got their award ceremony coming up.
Right.
You know, but
big show. Oh wow!
Yeah, it's March the 12th, right?
Yeah.
We need to get cracking. We got a lot of work to do. Anyway, let me go into this Beanie Man track here for you.
This is Beanie Man. Ooh na na na. This dedicated to my friend them. Follow who that person got. bless you. My sister and my brothers, who pass and gone. Oh Lord, 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 Lord. Here we cry. We have lost a lot of friends in the system. Them do a lot of things to turn you in a victim. Right. Pick up a gun cause it's a quick thing. Mike it dead just because them rob me string. Me no pants and a boy couldn't press me. Them do a lot of things to try impress me. Nah, go straight so them couldn't made arrest me. R.I.P. for my friends and we pass and gone. From you know say your friends should have day and the night. From you miss them on no put up on no lighter. I know them gone with the suit them whiter. Rest in peace anyway. From you know say your friends should have day and the night. From you miss them on no put up on no lighter. I know them gone with the suit them whiter. All a who gone rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in and I'm a friend alone. Me miss my sister and my brother them. Daddy sit down side of God in a heaven. I'm a friend that pass and God, me miss the whole of them. Especially the DJ and the singer them. One down for the who's the share for the two of us. We get together and over all the two and we are cuss. We used to dream about God when we are at bus. Now I'm ash to ashes and dust to dust. For your friends should have day and the night, yeah. For your miss them who no put up on no lighter. I know them gone with the suit them whiter. Rest in peace, yeah. For your friends should have day and the night, yeah. For your miss them who no put up on no lighter. I know them gone with the suit them brighter. All a who gone rest in peace. All a who gone rest in peace. Oh Lord, yeah. Anyway, I know me alone, miss friend. Because my sister and my brother then. We are got and go the world was a sweat pass and God miss them. Yeah. Me miss my father, yeah. Someone miss them mama, yeah. Who miss them son and them daughter. Sing that song, yeah. Oh Lord. For your friends should have day and the night, yeah. For your miss them who no put up on no lighter. I know them gone with the suit them whiter. Rest in peace anyway. From you know say your friends should have day and the night, yeah. For your miss them who no put up on no lighter. I know them gone with the suit them whiter. All a who gone rest in peace. Rest in peace. God bless us. We have lost a lot of friends in the system. Them do a lot of things to turn you in a victim. You pick up a gun cause it's a quick thing. Mike it dead just because they rob me strings. Me no pants and a boy couldn't press me. Them do a lot of things to try impress me. Nah, go straight so them couldn't made arrest me. R.I.P. for my friends and we pass and gone. From you know say your friends should have day and the night. For you miss them who no put up on no lighter. I know them gone with the suit them whiter. Rest in peace anyway. From you know say your friends should have day and the night. For you miss them who no put up on no lighter. I know them gone with the suit them whiter. I know who gone rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. All of who gone rest in peace. All of who gone rest in peace. Oh Lord, all of who that pass and gone. Who pass and gone.
E2 on air.com. On air. All right, you heard there from Mr. Beanie Man, and I want to stop this one. Oh, wait. I wanted to play that one from Beanie Man, Rest in Peace, because oh my goodness, this one is a tough one to talk about. Yes, we've had quite a few deaths, and like I say every week, it's a leap year, and I know in a leap year we're going to hear a lot more deaths. For some reason, I don't know why, whether it's the extra day, I don't know what it is, or if the earth is off kilter, I don't know what it is. But if you check it, many more people seem to die in a leap year. And thank you, Beanie Man, for that track there. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Friends is the track from Beanie Man. And the reason I wanted to play that particular track right now, and I was hoping that Peter G would be here by now. It's 7:29, and he's not. And our guest is coming in to the studio at 8 o'clock. So you know what? The show has to go on. But the news came out of Jamaica early yesterday morning.